It really wasn't. It's, dude.
Yeah. Look, bitch, quit texting me. Alright? I told you, I hope your fucking pyramid scheme, fucking life insurance retirement strategy fucking job fires you from your unpaid fucking pyramid scheme shit. I told you about the criminal record. You're too boozy and lazy from getting fucking pumped on seeking arrangement and couch surfing all the time to fucking remember that shit before inviting me and every other fucking valet parking attendant you want to fuck to the fucking pyramid scheme nights. So I forget. I barely read your text. I can't even remember what the fuck else you said. So. And if I'm unstable, then maybe don't act like a stupid fucking cunt at every opportunity. You truly think I'm unstable? Don't fucking flake. Go out of your way to flake and be a bitch every chance you get. You fucking gaslighting drama queen.
Mile, turn right onto DeLongford Avenue. You should reach your destination by 1907.
You know what? You know what? Oh, you know what else? I left her second text unread. I left you unread, bitch. That's where you are in my mind at this point. Unread. So, there.
Your destination will be on the right.
I made you look like a fool at your job. You make you look like a fool at your job, bringing in every dude. The only leads you bring in are dudes you fucked on the first night or dudes who want to fuck you. You don't think that's going to get messy, right. Dumb fucking shithead? God. Man, I'm seeing this bitch a lot more clearly now. Holy fucking Christ. When you start seeing some of these bitches for what they are and realize that they are their friends, dude, they're the sum of their 5 friends. And her 5 friends... Whatever. Oh, shit. Yeah, that gets It's little dice. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You guys are fucking sloppy, dude. She should have a criminal record for fucking being a prostitute. You know what I mean? But she doesn't, because society's gonna go fucking kid gloves on this bitch who thinks she's hot shit. Okay. And you don't need to fucking steal candy bars, bitch, because you just spread your fucking legs on Seeking Arrangement and get some chode to pump you with money that you go out and drink before you fucking booze out and collapse on your brother's futon that you're couch surfing on. So, fall back, ho. gonna get jealous and nope. I'm glad your dad's dead. I'm glad your dad's dead. He probably killed himself because his daughter turned out to be a whore. All right, all right, all right. I give a fuck. You bitches don't stand a chance now, cause I'm fucking studying. I'm doubling down on how not to be needy and obsessive. So once I fucking master that, fucking good luck. Good luck fucking with me.
All right. What up?
Girl Interrupter. Talking about neatness and how to stop being insecure and clingy in relationships. And really, how to get this part of your life
Under control. Now, the inspiration for this video is a couple conversations and coaching clients I've been working with recently who we got to the crux of what was actually happening between them and their partners. The way we did that they had this incredible fear of putting pressure on their partner. They thought, I just don't want to be clingy. These are the things that I'm needing from the partner. This is what I want. But even getting to that point where they could say what it is they want was a big struggle. But once we got there, then the objection got there. Well, I can never say that because then I'm sure on the person. I don't want to be desperate or controlling. I don't want to disrespect their time by asking them for what I want. See, this type of thinking is like not playing with house money thinking. Okay, that's the shit that keeps you locked in this state of neediness. That's what creates the need in a relationship. You might be noticing there's a little bit of a paradox. That if you want to escape this neediness, if you want to no longer be needy or clingy in a relationship, you actually have to express the need. Expressing the need allows that feeling to complete itself. Here's a perfect example. I was working with a client who told me that she was losing sleep and couldn't function at work because the man that she had been dating, she wasn't falling in love with. She had been with him for several months now, and she wanted so bad to tell him. So, after dealing with this for a while, she finally worked up the courage. And what happened was that she transformed in the relationship after that. She felt this total burden just lift from her chest, this weight of holding this in. And suddenly the relationship was able to move to the next phase. So, and because she's able to express that declaration that she makes to herself, that I deserve to be seen for who I am, who is my authentic real self, it's worth it to relationship. And that is really where miracles happen in a relationship. I see a lot of relationships end because people are afraid to express their need because what they think is that they're going to put too much pressure on their partner. They think they need to minimize themselves and discount whatever it is they're wanting in order to be in a relationship. And ironically, that is the exact type of thinking that actually causes relationships to fucking end. Because if people are not showing up in the relationship and expressing your need, what's happening is you, as a woman or man, actually disappear in a relationship. Because you are becoming whatever you think the other person wants. Or maybe you are withdrawn, and the other person doesn't even really know who you are then. Because when they know what it is that you want and what you need, suddenly you appear as a real human being in a relationship. And you also, by expressing your need, give your man or your woman a clear roadmap of what the fuck it is they have to do to satisfy you and to keep you around and to keep moments of happiness and shit. And without your need, the other person's flying blindly. And a lot of these bitches aren't going to care what you need or want anyways, but definitely expressing it, it's going to be super easy for them not to give it to you. Okay, whether it's reassurance that you want, whether it's more presence, whether it's a deeper listening or just more security, that gives your partner a gift and allows you to show up and study that roadmap for how to make you happy. And it really creates this clarity where you both can figure out where you stand with each other. And that's what allows the intimacy. It's just trying to avoid this conflict, trying to avoid expressing what it is we want. It actually creates a separation in a relationship. Now, let's distinguish this component of putting pressure on somebody. You say, I want to see my partner more often, but they're going for a lot right now. I don't want to put that burden on them. Here's the difference. between, in terms of communication, what makes it pressure and what it actually makes it clean communication that allows a person to fulfill on it. The difference is this: when you are expressing
your need, are you asking the person to fulfill it from being in a place of not being okay? Are you making them not okay because you have a need? For example, am I blaming you because I'm not getting the presents that I want? Am I saying things like, you should be more this or you should be more that? Or am I assuming that I know your intentions behind why this need of mine is not being met? Because, see, I'm assuming that I know your intentions without actually talking to you about it, without actually expressing shit in place. The other person's listening is going to shut down. You know? I'll be right back. Look, your looks are gonna fade. Money might come in. People get laid off or fired from jobs. You might get slashed in the face, lose your figure, or gain a bunch of weight, whatever. If your value in a relationship is based on things that you're doing or having, you'll always be insecure. So I'm giving you a better idea of where you can source your power from. Say this: I complete me, motherfucker. The first one is to stop competing with whoever you're with. Don't worry if you have a funner life or a more fun job, better paying job. If you have a higher sex, don't fucking worry about that shit. How do people compete with their partner? I know some people think they need to be as smart as their partner or make as much money as their partner, or that be as good looking as their partner. And although these are basically, or should maybe have a little bit to do with attraction, when it comes down to pretty deep intimacy, it's how you compliment them that really matters. It's what do you bring into the table in terms of your essence that is a compliment or a reciprocal to theirs. And this is where understanding sexual polarity is really coming into play and give you a different lens to look at relationships through or build weight to some of this insecurity. So, take David Data. He's a tantric author. He has a quote. It says, masculine and feminine aspects exist in all beings. For a real passion to occur, there needs to be a ravisher and a ravishing. Sexual attraction and sexual
all forces flow between two poles, the North Pole and the South Pole. These magnetisms, positive and negative poles in a battery, could create the electrical flow. The masculine impulse between people create sexual energy and motion. So what I believe this quote speaks to is, don't be like Billy Corgan in 1993 trying to sing like a little female fucking cat. Be trendy. Cobain acting like a fucking limp little wuss all the time. Be as smart as your partner and make as much money as them. It's your differences that create the clues. Larry's like, why? Melissa's so nice and bubbly. Why she's with Zach? Because she likes this thick cock fucking interrupting her, Larry. Beat it, bitch. There is a way of being in a relationship two together, which is how can you be reciprocal if you are a man? Your drive, your ambition, your logic, your direction is going to be inherently sexy and attractive to a woman who is rooted in her, to a woman who is receptive and open and beautifying, spend their time beautifying in the world. And again, these polarities are not specific to a gender. A woman, I find it sexy when a woman's ambitious. I've had a block because my legal career got all fucked up. And I just kept running into walls, so it was like fucking with me ambition-wise. If you have a sacred place in your partner's life, to truly get, but I need to remember all the successes I had. I got hired, like, first biggest law firm in the Mountain States or some shit. I can do patent work. You know, there's something very special and unique that you can give to your partner. Position apply. I think it's the way that you are able to listen and see them. See, when you realize that because you are psychologically close to this person, there is a view and a perspective that you have on them, where you are able to see the places where they're weak, the places of them that need development or need support to believe in themselves. And because you are that close, you have the opportunity to give that to them. And that is absolutely priceless, because you're the only person who can really do that for them, and vice versa. When you pay attention to the listening, and the type of listening that you bring to the conversation, like, am I good enough? Am I attractive enough in the relationship? Are they going to leave me? Start asking questions like, what is it that they need in order to become their best self? What can I bring to the relationship as an offer that will soothe a deep anxiety that they have about life? Who can I be in this relationship that complements them and allows me to feel secure in the relationship and allows them to feel secure in the relationship, right? So the relationship and this mindset shift becomes something, a platform that you can bring something to, rather than give validation and acceptance, giving that, rather than asking questions to receive that.
Put you in the power seat rather than sitting around waiting for somebody to give you a biscuit. You're the killers. The third mind shift, and this might be the most important one, and that is to continue to grow and work on yourself while you are with that other person. A lot of insecurities in relationships come up because somebody gets comfortable and they stop going to the gym, they stop reading, they get lazy, they stop doing things to continue to be their best self. Maybe they end up just watching reruns of Lost or some Netflix special over and over again. And while they're in the relationship, they feel like they've got the other person and there's no way that person would leave them. And what happens is that person who's no longer growing becomes this weight in the relationship. And the other person might suddenly feel like they're being held back. So when you are able to focus on yourself within the relationship and continue to love and give, you've got to have something to give. And what you can give is your best self. Cool? So continue working out. Continue reading and learning more deeply. Understanding relationships. Even watching my videos. And looking around online for more info to expand your perspective on what's possible to get through. So that's growth, and it's a good step in the right direction. And the more you learn, the more you can bring to the relationship with new perspectives that will help your partner grow and make him do that as well. So those are the three mindset shifts. The first one is understanding sexual polarities. Understanding that there is power in the differences.
there is power in you understanding play within the masculine and feminine territory with your partner, and that you being different brings tremendous amount of value to your partner. The second mindset shift is to understand the value that you bring just by virtue of being so close to them, both psychologically and physically, and that through your listening there is the opportunity, the parts of them that they really need to see. 3, work on yourself. Work on yourself, continue to work on yourself, continue to grow. Get a coach, read psychology, work on your finances, work on your health, continue to grow and expand, and in doing that, always have that. You can bring that to the relationship, and that silences all the questions about whether or not they're going to leave you, whether or not, because now you've answered those questions, and you don't have to ask them anymore. You start asking new questions. Thanks for watching. If you like this shit, you can visit my website. I've got a PDF in there that's around 8 secrets to create a great relationship that you can enjoy. If you have a question, feel free to leave a comment below. Send an email and all that good shit. No fucks given, motherfuckers. How not to care what other people think of you. You know what I mean? No fucks given. Zero fucks given, fools. Zero fucks given. I'm looking like a biscuit. I'm looking like a fucking biscuit. That's right. Think of you. Zero fucks given, yo. I love this. I love this. This one was great. I love it. I love it. I love what you do to say. I think you're great. That bitch double texted me today, didn't she? And you're left unread on the second one. And I ain't responded, bitch. Eat that. Eat that dick in your mouth, baby. Mwah. What does it mean to not give a fuck? I tell guys that your inner game mindset. Come on, bro. That you have when you're doing your approach is to not give a fuck. What is that mindset? You have a brick fucking wall between your value and what happens in the external world.
Yes, go ahead and order.
I tell guys, be fully aware of your potential. If you're doing on a numeric scale, that there's a brick wall there. Which means, if people make fun of you, if people are being bitchy, if the girl rejects you, whatever bullshit situation happens, etc., 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 it's not going through the brick wall. Your fucking confidence remains very solid. This doesn't mean you should go around being a jackass, going around saying, oh, I don't give a fuck, I have this brick wall.
No, you still need to bring value to the table and optimize what you can. But you're not rattled by what's happening. It's a big difference. Why is that important?
4263. Yes.
Like 5 minutes? I've had a bunch of situations where, you know, you bring your A game. If you hadn't brought your A game, nah, motherfuckers. Dude. I'm glad it happened this way. I know you're glad it happened this way, you gaslighting bitch. That's why you say this shit. You know? Why is it important to not give a fuck what people are thinking or how things are happening to you in terms of letting it rattle you? Let me explain. If you happen to get rejected from like 8 or 9 girls in a row when you're in a nightclub, it could be out of your control, okay? It could be that the girls are in a bad mood. It could be that they have a boyfriend, that they're looking some stingy that night. And if you let that rattle you, when you get deflated and it stops dropping your value in your mind, then you'll bring your A game when you walk up to that stunner, okay? There's been plenty of situations where I had a string of rejections and then I met that girl that we did click. There was chemistry, she was compliant, she was receptive, and I brought my A game. If I had sulked up due to the rejections and I was like, hey, can I meet you real quick? And I was like unsure of myself and I was just expecting a rejection because that had just happened in the last few interactions, then the chick would be like, oh no, have a good night, you take care. All right, so it's important to bring your A game at all times. It's important to bring your best self at the table at all times. I don't like to use stupid terms like this in the community, but it's basically being part of your own reality. You're inside your own reality. You have your own values. You have your own views of how you are and your value and stuff like this. You have your principles. Give two shits what people think about that, okay? You won't let their opinions sway you, okay? For hitting coaches, I get rejected in empirical fact. A lot of these other fucking coaches are faking shit or they're grossly exaggerating what fucking assistant coaches teach their programs. And I go through this shit and I call these people out. And a lot of these people won't do that in the community because they want to be in the fucking clique. But I don't give a fuck, okay? And that's how I've always operated, bitch. Okay, I said what I want to Pete motherfucking Paget, and he's scary, nigga. I did that when I was 15, nigga. All right? What you see is they call me man-child. They call me Hammer, okay? These people appreciate that because you're very transparent. It's always very broad and very real. I'm not trying to put it on an act when I'm doing videos or when I'm talking shit about another coach. I'm not trying to, you know, really care too much how I'm presenting myself.